it was sort of me that was in the way of accomplishing those goals, right? Like I was sort of kidding myself. And I started with the program and I couldn't be more pleased because it's held me accountable and I've lost weight. I'm sleeping better. I feel better. I'm confident again. And it's made a huge difference for me.
We have Meg Buffington with us today. She has lost a little bit over 10 pounds with us so far. Super stoked to have her and to just ask her about her experience with what motivated you to start with Right to Fitness.
I was really just getting frustrated. You get sort of stuck in a routine and I look back, I use the Fitbit app and I was looking back thinking I weighed a certain weight for like a year or two. Well, when I look back, I was like, okay, that was like 5 years, not 1 or 2 years. And
Yeah.
I was talking to my husband. I'm like, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of feeling like this. I feel bloated. I'm not as confident. I have a really, I've been very successful in my career. And I'm like, I just don't feel like as good as I used to feel. At the time when I started, I was approaching 60. I'm now 60, but I'm like, I just need to get my act together. So,
Yeah.
I started with the program and I couldn't be more pleased because it's held me accountable and I've lost weight and I have a new goal weight now, which I'm excited to hit. And I'm sleeping better. I feel better. I'm confident again. And it's made a huge difference for me.
Gosh, I love that. Love, love, love. Had you tried anything previously in the past to lose weight?
Oh, yeah. I tried Weight Watchers. I did the Beachbody app thinking, oh, well, if I work out, I eat, because I eat pretty well. Like the other thing with this program is it wasn't a huge stretch for me because I eat a lot of the foods. It's just, I had to get smarter about how I was eating and the portions and the carbs and the macronutrients and how I was dividing that up. And I think that was more of an educational journey for me. And I think once I was able to do that, I realized, oh my gosh, like I can eat carbs. I can eat all the vegetables, the protein. It was just a matter of how I was doing it. And I think at a point I wasn't eating the carbs thinking, oh, I shouldn't eat carbs. It was like a totally made up kind of thing in my head. But yeah, I had tried numerous things to lose weight and it just, nothing ever stuck because it just, I guess I didn't hold myself as accountable. This program, I feel I'm checking in with you all the time. I'm accountable to myself and to you, and it's just really worked for me.
Would you say the accountability factor of this is what those other programs were missing?
I would. I think that you can hold yourself, accountable for so long. But if you go, oh yeah, I don't have to like check in at the end of the day or at the end of the week, or if I don't have to take progress photos, you tend to like go, okay, I'm tired today. I'm not working out, or, I'm not going to do that. I find the daily goals are really helpful in checking off. Like, I did my walk. I have to do my workout. I like to, track my food so I can and see what, where I'm at for the day. And that's been very helpful. So I do feel like the accountability in this program has been just super helpful to me. And I think that's what's caused me to have success with it.
Yeah. You've been crushing it. You've been doing so good. Talk to me a little bit about how you were feeling before you jumped into this.
Yeah. So I just was feeling like stuck, right?
Yeah.
Like I was at a weight, I would go up 2 pounds, lose 2 pounds, go up 2 pounds. And I thought like I was controlling it, because I was sort of staying within that 2 pounds, but it was 2 pounds at 10 pounds or 15 pounds more than where I really wanted to be. Yeah. So it was sort of like I was playing games with myself, with it. So, I just was frustrated. I was not as confident as I normally am. And, this program, I've been able to get my confidence back with how I'm feeling. I can wear clothes I haven't worn in a long time and it feels good. And, I think I can just continue with this program and lose the additional weight that we set out for my new goal weight. And I just feel like I'm on a much better path. I'm sleeping better the whole bit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Isn't that great? A lot of my clients, their sleeping habits totally change and they're like, I'm sleeping so much better because you're fueling your body with really good food and moving it in ways that are super beneficial. So that's definitely a plus. Who doesn't want to sleep better?
I know I can't. Yeah. The waking up is not fun during the night.
Yeah. So what were your goals starting out with us?
Well, the goal really was to, feel like I was more fit as I'm aging, to lose weight, which that was probably the most, the one of the top goals, and just to feel better. Overall, just feel more confident and basically get like my old self back that I feel has been yo-yoing, when I look back at Fitbit, yo-yoing for way longer than I thought it was. So, this has really made me look at things realistically and go, okay, yeah, now you've lost some weight, you're losing more. I could just see every week the progression, and I can even tell like in my arms, I'm more toned. I just overall feel like I'm finally back to a place that I feel really good about myself again.
So what would you say you've accomplished so far? What are the things that you have? I know we talked about sleep and obviously, losing weight, but just list out, what you've experienced with us so far.
So I feel more fit. I feel like I'm getting more toned, which is really important to me. I'm definitely more confident, and just overall feel just 100% better about myself. And I also know now that it was sort of me that was in the way of accomplishing those goals, right? Like I was sort of kidding myself, and you really have to have a talk with yourself and go like, you eat okay, but you're not following. And the program, quite honestly, it's so easy to follow because it's not like, you have to really sit there and think about a lot of things. You sort of get the carbs, you get the protein, you get the vegetables, you figure out the amounts, which is really easy. You adjust if you need to adjust. And it's not like I feel like I have to have, a book beside me all the time. It's very easy to get it into your routine and to keep it in your routine. And I think now going forward, like I've broken that, sort of that old habit. And I feel like I'm in a new way of life, if you will, that should be able to be fairly easy to continue.
It's funny that you said that you were kind of in the way of yourself, and that's so true. A lot of times people think that they can do it themselves, but then when they do get that accountability, it's just like, oh, yeah, okay, that was the piece I was missing, and kind of turn the lens inward and do the work.
Yeah, so, that was the biggest issue. I was like kidding myself, like, like I still weighed 10 pounds less than what I did, and I didn't. It was like, okay, Meg, look in the mirror,
Yeah. What aspects of coaching have you enjoyed the most?
I like the daily check-ins. I like the, looking at the other women that are in the program and seeing what they've accomplished. And, there's a lot of support. If you, I'm the kind of person that I'm pretty independent, so I don't need as much support, but if you need support, it's there, right? It's there for you. I like talking about if I need to adjust the, my workout program, you're right there to help me do that. Answer any questions I have. So I think that coaching is is an important part of it. And just to know that you have someone that's supporting you and, cheering you on, and it's helpful.
Do you have any new goals moving forward?
Yes, I want to lose, probably 4 to 5 more pounds and then see where I'm at that point. Maybe 5 more. I'm trying to do it in increments so I don't get overwhelmed. The 10 pounds, I tell you, that was a big step for me. And now, 5, and I'm continuing on my journey there, and maybe set, some after that. Continue to do, the workouts like I'm doing, and walking, and just holding myself accountable.
If you had a girlfriend who was on the fence about trying Right to Fitness, how would you encourage them, or what would you say?
I would tell them that, first of all, they have to be mentally ready to make a change, right? They have to be ready to look at themselves and say, I need help. And that's what my husband was the biggest. He's like, you need to call Derek and get on this. And I'm like, I'm doing it. And I did it that day because I was ready to do it. So I would say to them, you need to look at yourself. If you're ready for the journey, then take it and do it. But you have to be in that mindset to make a change. And I think the women that are ready to do that will make the change, and they'll be very happy that they did it. If you're thinking about it, you should try it, because it's made a huge difference in my life. And I feel like now I have the tools to go forward and to keep it going. And I know what accountability I need. And I'm making sure that I'm holding myself accountable. And but I would say jump in and do it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your journey with us. You have a little bit of time left with us, so I'm super excited to see, where you go from here. But thank you so much for sharing your story.
All right. Thank you.